Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the SharpSHOOTers. As always, we're your hosts, Danny and Juice. How you doing tonight, Juice?
Doing juicy
Ooh.
and a little creamy as well, if you will.
Well, I don't know about the creamy. What? I don't know if that's okay. This is a PG show, Juice.
Is it?
No, not at all.
Has
Ladies
it
and
ever
gentlemen, if you've
been?
never joined us on a Monday, this is our variety hour. We just do kind of whatever we want. Hopefully, you have fun with it. We try to. Tonight, we have two new things, and we revisit last week's fantasy card because I made a little mistake and I had to make up for it. But first, we had to pay our bills. Thank you to Accept the Win for being the official band of the podcast. You hear them before and after the show and during the show. And if you haven't done so already, please help us out. Do a little subscription below. We are at, it looks like 3 out of 10, which means some of us forgot to do our monthly subs. And if you're here for the first time, it would really help us out. If you have Amazon Prime, it is free for you, helps us out. The instructions are in the chat. You can only do it on desktop, though, not on your app, which is annoying. But please, it's free for you and it really helps us out. Now, it is Monday, Variety Hour, but there is one thing we do every week, hopefully, and that's the Trivia Juice Europe.
Yes, so John Moxley has only been pinned in singles matches 15 times in his AEW career.
Okay.
Adam Page has pinned him the most out of everybody at 4.
Okay.
Who is the only other wrestler who has pinned John Moxley more than once in AEW? Or defeated, not pinned,
I was going to say
defeated.
pinned or defeated. Okay.
Defeated. So Page has done it 4 times. He's lost 15 total. Who's the only other wrestler in AEW who has beaten Moxley more than once?
Shit. I feel like I should know this.
Any guesses in chat? You can also throw it in there. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, I won't
Danny,
look at
don't look.
chat, so you could throw some guesses in there. Um, Punk comes to mind. I feel like Punk, but I don't think Punk beat him twice. Danielson comes to mind. I feel like
By the way,
early.
this is a fan submitted trivia
Ooh,
question. So
nice.
thank you to Jay DeFalco for the question.
So I want to go. Punk and Danielson are the first two that jump out at me. I don't think MJF beat him twice. Oh man. Can't be Orange Cassidy. I would love that if. My gut says Punk, but that feels wrong. But I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna go with Punk. Keverlast for the subscription. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, Keverlast.
Thank you very much, Keverlast, and also Keverlast with
19
the correct
months.
answer. With the correct answer on the screen. The answer is Kenny Omega.
Son of
He
a.
uh
That's. Yeah.
he beat Moxley twice in singles matches. So there you go. Thank you, Keverlast, for the subscription.
That's
The
a good one.
19-month. That's amazing. We really appreciate you and any of your support through Prime. If anybody has any questions on how to subscribe to us using Amazon Prime, um, the answers are there in the comments, or you can reach out to Coverlast himself. He'll give you a little walkthrough, right? All right, so there you go. That is our trivia for this week. Now we're going to be diving in. We have two quick little segments for you, like Danny said, and then we're going to get to our main event of the. Despite the subject area, it is top 25 male WWE wrestlers of the last 25 years, just so everyone did know. But we'll get to that later on.
Apologies.
Danny,
Yes, I forgot the male part. My
it's
bad.
all it's all good. The
Oh,
floor is yours, and an anonymous viewer, has gifted one sub, and the sub went to me.
that's
So
hilarious.
thank you, anonymous viewer, for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. And we appreciate you. There's your thank you. I'm gonna throw it right there in the chat. Booyah.
Thank you so much.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
So
All right, so Danny, floor is yours, my friend.
last week we did a very fun segment where we made our horror slash Halloween cards. Now you get no ads for your show. So we did a fantasy card for our horror slash Halloween, and we both saw it very differently. Juice saw a card that he would never want to go to, where I did just like what I thought would be like a cool Halloween themed card, horror card.
A
So
literal
after
nightmare for
yeah,
me.
after seeing Juices, I was like, all right, I can come up with a nightmare card. Like that's easy. And then I came up with the nightmare card, and I was like, why did I do this? This is so here we go. So
Go for it.
oh, That's the wrong one. Ha 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 ha. Here we go. Cool. You see it?
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay. So we are starting off this night with a TLC match between the Insane Clown Posse, Retribution, and three members of the Four Horsemen, which would be Steve Mongo McMichael, Double J Jeff Jarrett, and
Ew.
Lex Luger. So that started off our night.
It's awful. I was gonna say it's definitely going to be Flair. Okay.
Back next up would be a tag team Punjabi prison match with the Great Khali and Jinder Mahal versus Kurgan and Hornswoggle. I figure Hornswoggle might be able to move through that Punjabi prison because those are pretty big holes. So I think he can get through that.
Look at him go! Look at him! Look at him!
It might be an advantage to him.
And I think Kurgan is 2Gs. Could be wrong.
I looked it up. I double checked it. For some reason, WWF spelled it with 1G because I did 2Gs and I was like, I'm always bad.
I always thought it was 2Gs.
I looked at. I mean, unless what I looked up was wrong, which is totally possible.
Hey,
and
I'm wrong sometimes.
On brand,
right,
Let me know, guys, in the chat.
That's okay.
Next up, retirement match. This one not really in your wheelhouse. Both these guys are before your time, but very well known. The Giant Gonzalez from WWF versus the Yeti from WCW.
Oh.
At least it's a retirement match. I just want to make sure that that's said and done. Then next up, we have Beef against Beef, Meat, Slapping Meat, Elimination Chamber. We got Viscera, Brodus Clay, Abdullah the Butcher, Mason Ryan, Rob Terry, and the Shockmaster.
So the best part about this is I hope you have Shockmaster falling through the chamber walls.
Of course.
On his entrance.
Of course. Yes.
Okay.
The Elimination Chamber somehow would not open, and he went to go push it, and only the top half went down. Classic.
Yeah. His walls wouldn't be plexi, though. They'd be the old yellow wall. Like, he'd be like, the fuck? Like, how did this, why? Wow. That ring's going to have to be reinforced.
All right. And then, next up, to see who really was the real women's revolution, we got a street fight. The Bella Twins versus Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey doing here? Get out of here.
Okay, and then I said this last week, and I.
Who's Hema?
Oh man, how'd that get missed? That's weird. I don't know how that got misspelled. That doesn't even make sense. Let's see here.
Paul Hema.
There we go. So, I said this last week. Stuck with it. Control of wrestling match. Paul Heyman as a special guest referee. You got Vince McMahon. You got Eric Bischoff. You got Vince Russo. Don't know who's winning that. I hope no one does. I hope the ring explodes. We'll find out. And then the last but not least, the greatest of all time four-way elimination match. You got Goldberg versus John Cena versus Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. And
oh boy,
Juice, this is all your fault. You asked for this.
I mean, yeah, but
this is what you get.
It's your card, not mine. I don't gotta sit through this. This is all yours. I already got my show. Dang. Oh, have fun, I guess.
I liked my card last week a lot better.
I would imagine so. I would imagine. All right, so that is Danny's nightmare card. This is carryover from last week. But,
this match should be called No Cell Jones.
Yeah, so this is carryover from. Yep. But yes, this is carryover from last week. We just wanted to get that back to any of our viewers that missed out last week. And now we'll move on to our next segment. This is something new. Not a new concept, but new for us on the show. Yes. I don't know if you want to explain it, Danny, or you want me to, but it's pretty simple.
You can explain it. Let me do a quick edit on it. So while I do that, why don't you explain it?
So this is, from what I've been told from Danny, this is basically just word association. He's going to give me a wrestler. I'm assuming they're all wrestler names, not wrestling
all wrestler names.
Wrestler names, and then I'm just going to say the first word that comes to my mind, or the first thing. Like, is it a single word you want? Or do you want a phrase or 2 words?
I prefer a word, but some of them, I can understand if you need like a little sentence. I'd understand that.
No, I can do one word if that's what you want to do. It's your game. I didn't know what your parameter was.
1 words are funny. And then we could, and depending on what you say, we could definitely banter about it a little bit.
Yeah, so I don't know how many names he has prepared for me, but we're going to do this. So 10 names. I'll give one word, first one that comes to my mind. I'll try and be quick and snappy. I'll do my best. And yeah, let's get to it.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure. Cool. All right. I just want to make sure it looks right. Ba ba ba.
Hmm.
And here we go. All right. So,
Second.
for
Okay.
Juice, he doesn't need to see it. I'm just gonna say the names for him. The names will be on screen for you guys, so when you see him, no big deal. First name we got on the docket: James Mitchell.
Weird.
We. Which version did you think of, out of curiosity? Bald or not bald?
Quick question, just quick pause. On my end, there was a network error and the stream stopped. Are we live?
We are live. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm looking
I
at.
think I
I'm look.
just fixed. That's fine. I think I might have just fixed it on my end. I just wanted to make
Cool.
sure we were live.
Yes, sir. We
But
are live.
okay, cool. So yeah, James Mitchell, weird.
Weird, like it. Which version did you think of, bald or not bald?
Not bald.
Not bald. Finley.
Shillelagh.
Ooh. Asuka.
Mask.
What'd you say? Mask.
Mask. And she has a little mask and she goes like this. Oh,
That would
never
not
mind.
be the
It's more
first thing I thought of, but that's a good one.
I'm giving you the first
X
word.
Pac.
I'm trying to be quick. Not even a word. I was gonna do this. Taunt.
Motion. Ah.
Yeah, yeah, taunt.
Vince Russo.
Train wreck.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one. Mankind.
Oh, I may not be inventing the wheel here. I'm being real. I'm just giving you the first word.
Wait, what was that word? I heard O.
Sacco.
Oh, you okay,
Sacco.
Sacco? I think you said it at such a
I
high
did
pitch for
like
some reason. My headphones didn't catch it.
yeah, Sacco. You know, it's a
Killer
Cobra,
Tomato
but
said 1, 2, 3. I assume for Xbox, which is funny. All right, next one.
yeah,
We
yeah.
got a few left. Ron Killings.
Rapper.
Okay. Awesome Kong.
Pregnant. Pregnant. I said pregnant. If you didn't hear me.
I know what you said.
Hey, listen. I'm doing
I
what you
know.
wanted.
I'm
I'm not
sorry.
overthinking
I
it.
need to collect myself. I apologize. All right, we got two more left. AJ Lee.
Oh, babe.
That's not a word. That's a sound. All right, last
I said
one.
babe.
John Cena.
Worst.
Worst. Damn, on his retirement tour and everything. I figured you'd be like, hey,
No,
buddy.
never. To the end.
Not even tournament? Nothing? Nothing at all?
To the bitter end. Worst.
All right. All right, what time we got? We got 7:20. So, you know what? Let's start the rankings.
I'll say we can. You know what we can do? We can reveal the list, talk about it, and then go to break and come back and make our own. We can do
All
that, I
right.
think.
Sounds good to me.
So while Danny's getting that set up, let me walk you through this for everybody. So a few weeks ago, Bleacher Report released a list of the top 25 male WWE wrestlers of the last 25 years. Now, this list came out, and as the internet does, and as we do here on the Sharpshooters, we looked at the list, we analyzed, we thought
We
what was
judged the shit out of it.
yeah, what was the snub? Who was too high? Who was too low? And what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna reveal the list here to all of you. We're gonna talk about it for a few minutes, and then we're gonna make our own list right up against it, and we're gonna show side by side what we think the list should be versus what they did. And Danny, you can pull that up, and while you pull that up, also I have some viewers that submitted their top fives. So I'll let you pull it up first. We'll show the list, and then once we go through their top five, I'll go through the other top fives. Um, okay, so
There we go.
we have here, just to clear it up for anybody watching, I think it's pretty laid out pretty well, but the list you see in black is the Bleacher Report list, and next to it we have in red what will be our list as we go along. So this is from 1 to 25 in order. And you know their guidelines are pretty solid. It's titles, its accolades, its in-ring ability, mic skills, longevity. So it's the stuff you'd think it should be. So Bleacher Report's list has John Cena at 1, Randy Orton at 2, Roman at 3, Rey Mysterio at 4, and Chris Jericho at 5. Now, some other lists that I have from our friends at Till 5. I have from Tanner, John Cena at 1, Edge at 2, um, Daniel Bryan at 3, AJ Styles at 4, Triple H at 5, Notorious ATB, who, by the way, happy birthday if you're watching.
Happy
We appreciate you
birthday!
if you are here tonight. We do value you and appreciate if you're here. If you're not, hope you're enjoying your birthday.
Totally understand.
I kind of don't, but no. Notorious ATB. He has CM Punk at number 1, Shawn Michaels at number 2, Edge at 3, Cena at 4, and Eddie Guerrero at 5. So that's their list. And then from there we have some viewers. Also, let me bring up. We have Keverlast. He gave John Cena at 1, Randy Orton at 2, Triple H at 3, Jericho at 4, Edge at 5. So he's kind of lined up with the top 5 for the most part. He has 3, he has 1 and 2 the same. And then in no particular order, Harley also has Cena, Orton, Edge, Taker, and Styles. If anybody's watching and wants to throw their top 5, top 3, number 1, whatever you want. If you didn't send in a list early, post it in chat now. We'll totally talk about it. But yeah, I'm not going to read off every number whenever you guys can see them. Danny, what are your initial thoughts on their list? Just
uh,
broad strokes.
Honestly, I think Roman. Not that he shouldn't be high, but I think he is too high. I don't think he's top 3. I think that's just like kind of recency bias. Um, Overall, it's not incorrect. I think just some people are in the wrong order. I think just some people are a little lower, a little higher. But as far as like the top 25 male wrestlers, I don't think this list is like, I don't think there's anyone like crazy left off. I could be wrong. Probably forgetting a name or two. Once you say it, I'll be like, oh shit, how did I forget that
Yeah,
person?
so yeah, and I agree with you. I think overall the list is good. It's not great.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
definitely things I think we can make better here. I do have names that I think should not be on here, and I have names that I think should be on here, which we'll get to after the commercial break. Um,
I
Excuse
mean,
me, a
just so
little
you
bit of
know,
a
we have. Hold on. Let me see.
yep.
Where'd that go? Keep talking. Sorry, while I look for it. There it is. We have like half an hour before a commercial is supposed to even hit us, so we can take as long as we want, or we can take an early commercial, whatever you want to do.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I guess we can just keep rolling then.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so Taker, all right, so we have from Killer Tomato, Taker, Cena, Jericho, Punk, and Angle. A lot of Punk. I'm surprised, and I'm a Punk guy. I don't know, because here's the
Yeah.
thing. So like,
Okay, I was gonna ask you
so,
that. Go ahead.
so here's the thing. Obviously, this people have to keep into account this is only from 2000 on. So a lot of these like established names you think are just layups, like think about 2000 on and how much they were really around and doing. Like, I'm not saying not on the list at all, but like, those are things that I consider and I
I
look
agree.
into. And for what it's worth, I'm not going to show it on the screen or share it or anything like that. I did put together a little bit of a nerdy data table to kind of help me get a mindset of who's missing, who should be higher, who should be lower. So I'm just gonna read it off really quick what my guidelines were for the list, and I'll reference it as we're going throughout here.
Okay.
Um, so world titles, years active, full time and part time.
Okay.
Royal Rumble wins, Money in the Bank wins, King of the Ring wins, if they're in the Hall of Fame or not, how many tag titles, and then mid card title is really just any other title that's in WWE. I only included main roster. I did not include NXT. I did include ECW.
Okay.
So,
Makes sense.
um, Yeah, and then from there, I kind of just, again, I kind of made it up in my head, but like for me at least, anybody that's been out of the 25 years, whoever was around for more than 10 of the 25, I think is on the better side of things. If you're 10 or under, I kind of weigh
It's
it down a
hard.
little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
For me, it's just me. It's not, reflective of the sharpshooters as a whole. Um, And then world titles, I think my benchmark was five. Anybody with five or more was on the good side. Anybody under five was bad. Now it's kind of all titles. If you had five or more of a title, I think that's a plus. If it's less
Cool.
than, it's a little bit of a ding.
Cool.
Um, and then from there, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you have a Royal Rumble or Money in the Bank, it's good. If you don't, it's bad. Hall of Fame, if you're in, it's good. If you're not, it's bad. Obviously, some wrestlers weren't around for Money in the Bank. Some weren't around for all the King of the Rings. So
Sucks
that's
for
kind
them.
of whatever. Yeah, but so pretty much from there, I made a list, and whoever had the most greens was higher up. Whoever had more reds was lower. So, I mean, we don't have to go again. This is not the gospel. It's just my kind of cheat sheet if we get stuck. Killer Tomato, I'm torn here. Do you think Kane would crack the list? Tom, that's an excellent point. Kane is one of the names is on my list that was not put on here. So, and I did that for these people too, the ones that are not on the list, to see if they were better than anybody that's on it.
Yeah, Kane
So
should 100% be on the list.
I guess
Um,
that proposes the question: do we want to start with snubs, or do we want to start with just from the top and top five? How do
well,
you want to play
well,
this?
just really quick, since you gave your whole breakdown of how
Please.
things went, all I did was
Yeah.
go by the gut. My God. All right,
And
now we're
that's
good.
more than fine because that's more than fine because and that's obviously like the tiebreaker. Like, yeah, because everything I just said doesn't factor in Mike's skills and in ring. So
For
if we
sure.
get like a tie, then I'd start thinking about, okay, who had the most moments, who had the best vibe of the
Yeah, yeah.
25 years. So it
Um,
factors in.
let's start off with
All right.
snubs and or who you think shouldn't be on the list. Let's start off with that. Let's and chat. You also like we already got a Kane mention. Kane, I think, should definitely
Yep.
be on the list. Um, who would you take off the list for Kane? Let's start there. What's your
So
first overreach?
first one I'll throw out. I don't think Styles should be on the list.
Ooh,
AJ
oh,
Styles, that's my first take. I
oh,
don't think he should be in there.
my boy. No, I mean it's
Yeah.
totally true. It was what 2016, so it's been about. I mean, it's reaching 9 years, so it's almost at your 10-year mark. Um, couple world championships. I guess hasn't reached that five. Definitely not in those mid card championships with your numbers, but I figured just because it's been almost 10 years that he would still be pretty good for the list.
Yeah, I mean, so the only reason he's my first one is because out of my made up metric chart, he's the only one that scored a zero. Like not,
Oh
he
wow,
had nothing going for him. Everything was a ding. He had two world titles, two tag titles, four mid card titles, no Hall of Fame, no King of the Ring, no Money in the Bank, no Rumble, and he's right at 10 years. So I mean, so
interesting.
I don't know. I mean, if you really think he should be on there, we can leave him on there. But if there's one person I think is the easiest one to get rid of, based on that, he's got none. But again, this is
So
not.
let me ask you a
Yeah,
question.
go for it.
Where was Booker T on this list of yours?
Excellent question. Before we get to that, Keverlas says I could agree with Styles not making the cut just because of his lack of years compared to the others or most on this list. Miz probably should be
Ooh,
on here, and then Killer Tomato says Kofi is a bit of a reach.
Keverlast. That was gonna
So,
be my next one.
yep.
But I'm glad you brought that one up. We'll get to that one in a second.
Yep. All right, so we'll go in order. I'll go with Booker T first, like
Yeah.
you asked. So Booker T, he has two world titles, 7 years full time, 1 year part time. Um, Obviously you can negate part time however you want, Danny. Like if you don't care that much, that's cool. But me, part time, I consider it a little bit of a ding. That's why I separated.
Okay.
No Rumbles, no Money in the Banks. He does have the King of the Ring. He is in the Hall of Fame. Four tag titles and six mid card titles. So he's got some good things. He's got the King of the Ring, the Hall of Fame, and the mid card titles. But his years are a little under, and all the other stuff's not there. So
So that was my
he's
first.
kind of he's middle of the field.
Yeah,
So he
which
could make
interesting
it.
about the
He's
metric thing,
fine.
but yeah, that was my first overreach. Was like Booker T, just longevity wise, I didn't think really was gonna make the cut. I know he didn't have. I know he had like the the one King Booker run, which was nice. Everyone liked it a lot, but like still, I don't think from 2000 to 2007 was enough to compare to a lot of these other guys and compare to
Yeah, he
even
wasn't
compared to
there for a long
Styles.
time.
To be honest with you, like I feel like Styles. I don't know. I guess you see, it's weird because I guess Styles and it's definitely biased because Styles is one of my top favorite wrestlers of all time. But I feel like Styles just had more moments. He had, the Cena stuff. He had the Taker WrestleMania moment. He had the Jericho match. Just even his debut at the Rumble, where I guess Booker had to earn it more, so it wasn't as flashy. So like it
I
didn't
mean,
make as
yeah,
much of an impact as I
maybe
guess
I'm putting him
Styles did in
down
my
too.
eyes.
Maybe I'm putting him down too much, but like besides the King Booker stuff and then the invasion stuff,
That's what I'm
what else did he
saying.
really do? He got buried by Triple H at Mania, but
Yeah, yeah. Booker
so
T would have been my first takeoff, to be honest with you.
okay. All right, well, we can if we think we want to add some of these other people's. Like, I know we already talked about well,
So,
someone brought up Kane and Miz, so let's talk
yep,
about those guys. Neither of them are on the list. Now, personally, I think they have a case to be on there. Kane, two world titles during that time, 17 years full time, two were part time by the end. Uh, no Rumble. He's got a Money in the Bank. No King of the Ring. He's in the Hall of Fame. Eight tag team titles, and then four mid card. So he's
yeah.
got the Hall
Kane
of Fame, the
absolutely
tag
deserves to be on
belts.
here.
So I mean, 17 years full, two part time. That's 19 of the 25 years. He was around a lot. He did a lot of stuff with unmasking
Yes,
early on, the Rumble, and you know, yeah, the corporate Kane, the Team Hell No. So I don't know. I feel like he got kind of snubbed here.
I no, I
Um,
totally agree. I think Kane had a
yeah.
lot of moments just because he kept reinventing himself. Even like you said, the unmasked and the RVD thing. He was part of the invasion angle. Like he was a huge part of that. He was the tag team with Brothers of Destruction. Like
Mm,
he had a lot of big moments. I'm shocked that he's not on this list because they love Kane.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
surprised myself. So another one, honestly, this is probably my biggest shocker. Like you said, or someone said in chat, The Miz.
Yeah,
Um, so The Miz, two world titles, 20 years. 20 years of the
it's
25 he's been
crazy.
there. Um, no Rumble. He's got two Money in the Banks. No King of the Ring. No Hall of Fame. But he has eight tag titles and 10 mid card titles. So he's got the belts to back it up, the time to back it up, the two Money in the Banks in history. Yeah, he's been cooler the last few years, but I think the Miz absolutely has to be on this list.
Yeah, I'm shocked that he's on this list also.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm seeing is that they're just going for those like big popular names more so than they are like actual top 25 guys who did things
hmm
for the whole time. They're just going for like moments and like little spots. Like I'm not gonna take his name off the
So
list, but go ahead. What were you gonna say?
no, I was gonna keep trying to bang out the names that have been mentioned, and then
So
we can
yeah,
kind of yeah. So I think the last two I see on here were Kofi and Sheamus. So Kofi, he's at number 25, and honestly, I'd leave Kofi on. I don't think he's a reach. I'd almost argue moving him up.
yeah.
Um,
Kofi, I think deserves to be on this. Kofi has been around possibly longer than the Miz.
no, he's got
Okay.
18 years.
Oh, okay.
Um, one world title, Kofi Mania, which alone is a huge thing
Mm-hmm.
from the year for 1 year of the 25, but still. Um, from there, yeah, no running, no Rumble, no Money in the Bank, no King of the Ring, no Hall of Fame yet, but he's gonna get it. 15 tag
That's
titles and
crazy.
seven mid card titles. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much he'd move up, but I think Kofi should stay on the list. And then the last one mentioned is Sheamus. Sheamus is another one where I did write it down. And again, I'm not being biased here. I want to, get this right. So I'm not trying to like be a hater, but I had them highlighted as someone that should also be added potentially.
Yeah,
Um,
Sheamus. Yes,
17 years, four world titles.
crazy.
I think he's one of two people on this entire list that has Rumble, Money in the Bank, and King of the Ring. He's at all
Yeah,
three.
that's wild.
Like that's huge. Not in the Hall of Fame yet, still going. Five tag titles. We had the bar stuff, and then three mid card belts. So yeah, I'd say Sheamus, Kane, and Miz are probably my three that I would argue should be on this list.
Yes, I 100% agree with you. And I think when we redo this, we'll put them
Okay.
all on there. Um,
So this is edible, right? Editable. Ugh.
yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to put them
So
below Kofi right now, just
I
so we
was
have them?
just gonna say, do you
Cool.
want to write those names in just to have them there? Everlast says, I don't think Rock and Austin belong on there based on the timelines. Everlast, I tend to agree with you, and that was going to be definitely one of my points coming up eventually. But yes, I don't think, if anything, you can maybe argue Rock stays, but I think Austin definitely comes off.
See, I don't even think
But
Rock stays because Rock was more part time than anything else after a certain time. But yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I agree with you. Also, Austin definitely comes off. Rock, I think, comes off, and I hate to say it, but just based on just the amount of time, I think possibly Eddie Guerrero comes off too.
yeah. So since we're talking about them, I'm going to read off really quick Rock and Austin and Eddie. So the simplest way to put this for you is my little made up chart basically goes on a scale of 0 to 8. The
Sorry, really
higher
quick.
higher
Sheamus,
goes
The Miz, and Kane. Those are the three names, right?
yes.
Cool.
So my scale pretty much goes from 0 to 8. The closer to 8, the better your score is. Rock, Austin, and Eddie all have a 2 score. Um,
Yeah.
for context. Now, The Rock, the things he has going for him, 7 world titles, and he did win the Rumble. Those are his good things. He only was there for 4 years full time, 6 years part time. So that's a lot of stretched out part time. So it's not a full year of part
Yeah.
time, you know. From there, no Money in the Bank, no King of the Ring, no Hall of Fame yet. 2 tag titles and no mid card. So I mean, he had like the hot first few years, and then like obviously he left.
Mm-hmm.
And then Austin, the only things he has going for him is the Hall of Fame and the Rumble win. From there, he only did 3 years, 2 world titles. Everything else is like zeros. So it's hard to argue. I mean, they had such a big impact overall, but it's like it
Yeah, but it was
was
it
only like
was
3 or 4 years.
and it was also 3 or 4 years
So
before 2000. Like their big impact came like late 90s. You can argue 2000 and 2001, but like,
yeah, no. I am. That 3 4 years is 2000, 2001, oh two,
well,
oh
what
three, oh
what
four.
I'm saying is
But
that
that is.
like at that point there wasn't an impact anymore from them. It was just more them like doing their career. Like their big impact on wrestling was 97, 98, 99. Like their real attitude era. That's when like they
Oh,
broke
I
out of
know.
their shell like that. So like that's when all their major world titles happened. That's why Austin barely has anything after 2000 and shit.
So
Jesus Christ, Freebird.
Freebird. So first off, Freebird, this is only WWE. So I mean that might be part of the first problem. And also, as
Oh
you said, he
boy.
clearly peaked in 1988. So yikes. Okay. So um, yeah, I don't know where I mean, I can keep reading off stuff, but like, oh, also I'll do Eddie really quick. The only thing Eddie has going for him, he's in the Hall of Fame, which yeah. And then 5 mid-card belts, which is the threshold. He's like right there.
Yeah,
Otherwise, he only had the 1 world title. He only did 6 years because he passed away. No Rumble, none of the other stuff. So I mean, it's hard. It's really hard to take them off. But like, so far, we only think we want to add 3 people. So we need to think if we're gonna take off, who else are we adding?
exactly.
Um, so I can read you the rest of my snubs, just the names really quick, and then we can see.
Yeah, go
Um,
ahead. If there's anyone I agree with, we'll throw them on the bottom here.
Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
Um, and then just for argument's sake, Chris Benoit. Obviously, if we're taking Eddie off, putting on Benoit feels a little bit crazy, but I'm at least mentioning him in the conversation
For sure.
because he had 8 years there. He had the Mania, he had the Rumble, a lot of Intercontinental titles, so he had a run. But I digress. Um, if Jeff Hardy is on the list, I would say why not Matt Hardy? Um, Obviously Jeff has better numbers, but Matt still got 14 years, 11 tag titles. He's got a world title. It's the ECW title, but it's a world title and it counts. Um, Also, if Edge is on there, why isn't Christian? Um, Christian has 12 years there, 4 world titles, 9 tag, 6 mid card. He won Money in the Bank. I'm sorry, no, I lied. That's the next line. I lied. Scratch that. Um, Dolph Ziggler, that's a big one. 17 years. He's got a Money in the Bank, 8 mid-card belts, 2 world titles. The last 3 I got are JBL, who's got Hall of Fame and 20 mid-card belts, but a lot of those are the hardcore title, so a little bit of a reach. RVD, who's got Money in the Bank, the first one. He's in the Hall of Fame and 11 mid card belts. And the last one that I have, Drew McIntyre at 15 years. He's got Rumble, he's got Money in the Bank, and that's pretty much it. So those are all my list, my names that I put down as snubs. If you think I missed anybody or chat thinks, now's the time, bring them up.
Someone said Dudley's.
Uh, if you're gonna put them in, you can't put them in as an act. It has to be one. Like, we're gonna do 2 spots for the Dudleys. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
Like,
interesting.
I was gonna say Benoit's the elephant in the room. Yeah, yeah. You have to talk about it. I think at least you don't have to put him on, but he has to be come up.
And then
Yeah, I don't know if I do the Dudleys though.
yeah,
They didn't
I
really
don't know
have
if you
like
can
a
put both of them on the list of top
because
25. It's just
they
very
didn't get the
difficult.
singles.
Exactly.
They didn't get a single run or breakout like the other 4 guys from the other 2 teams did. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I would do Dudleys, but any other men we
Um,
think we're missing, now's the time. Otherwise, we'll have to make our snubs list and then see how many people we have to cut.
I was gonna say
Right now, it's
there
3.
was a couple on there that you really like made me think about, but then I'm looking at who would you take off for them, and that's where it gets a little difficult. Um,
Well, if there's someone
Christian,
you want to know who should
so
come off, I mean, I can. Sorry, go,
no,
Christian.
so Christian, I think is a name that jumped out when you said it. Matt Hardy, I don't know as much compared to Jeff, even though like
Mhm.
he did have a couple of good like different runs, so like that's hard to say. Just whenever you compare them, Jeff's always like the bigger star, but Matt's always been there just as much. Um, and then the Drew McIntyre, I didn't realize that was 17 years. I forgot because he took such a big break in between, but
He
it
had
was
the
all like
break, and
early. Yeah,
yeah, it actually is like 18 or 19, but he did a long stretch in NXT when he came back, which I'm not counting because it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
main roster. But yeah,
And then even JBL, but JBL I feel like was just JBL is kind of in the same camp as Booker T, where it was just like that one
hmm
run, and then that was kind of it
yeah,
for. So like if I'm taking Booker T
yep.
off, I think JBL should stay off. But the other
hmm
those other 2 or 3, I mean, we can argue
yeah.
them. I just don't know who they replace. So I'll put them. I'll put them here, but I just don't know if we're gonna like actually throw them on. So what would we say? Christian. Where would Lashley land?
I didn't do Lashley's numbers because, like I said, anybody I just named is who I did the numbers
Yeah.
for. So I don't know Lashley's stuff, but I think he had 2 world titles. He didn't win a Rumble. He didn't win the Money in the Bank. I don't think he won King of the Ring, did he? I don't think they did King Lashley. No.
No, no.
He's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he ever really won the tag belts. He won the IC title a few times. So I don't know. I don't think I would do Lashley though.
No, neither do I.
Um,
So, is there
okay,
anyone else
so
on your sub list that you want to add? Because I just said some that I just like heard that perked my interest. But is there
yeah,
anyone you want to
so
add?
let me look at this. Let me look at the screen. Who'd you add? You added Christian, Matt, and Drew. So let me see. Christian, Matt, and Drew. I mean, yeah, I guess the only other one I'd think maybe would be close is Ziggler, just to consider.
Yeah,
That's
let's
really
throw.
it, though.
Okay.
I think that's the only. I think that's the last name I could think of from that list that I would really put on here. Now,
All right.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 names. Now, if we're cutting, I'm just gonna kind of do what I just did with the snubs. I'm gonna read off. These are the 4 names that, if it was me, I would absolutely cut off this
Okay.
list: Styles,
Okay.
HBK, Moxley, Owens. I think those 4 should probably go. Um,
Um.
yeah.
Interesting.
So then again, just to go off, base it off the numbers, all Owens has going for him is 5 mid-card belts. Everything else is under the threshold that I made up again, just for any of our viewers, completely made up by me.
Okay.
Um, the only thing Mox has besides the Shield stuff by these numbers, he has a Money in the Bank win. That's it. HBK, he's in the Hall of Fame. Besides that, since 2000, all of his stuff is like underneath. Um, Styles, then I already kind of said
We already
Styles. He's
talked
the
about
only one with a
Styles.
0. But again, these are also you factor in the vibes and their history and their
He
moments
had
and
one
what.
killer
If you
tomato.
like, if you think their impact is like that worth it, then we can leave them on.
No,
So
for
they
sure.
just that's
So
just that's just me sharing my made up thing.
so the only one out of those four, not surprising, that I don't agree with is HPK, just because I feel like his second run was better than his first. So I feel like as far as impact wise, top 25 of the last 25, I thought he was kind of just like if anything, I thought he might
Yeah.
have been ranked a little bit low, which is interesting, and that's gonna be something we talk
Yeah,
about
well,
later.
let me just pop it up really quick. Where is he? He's at 17. Okay, so yeah, so Shawn Michaels, he has 8 years active. He's got the one world title and then the three tag titles with Triple H. That's it.
Yeah,
So
no, but
numbers wise, that's
numbers
what he
wise,
did.
I
But
get it.
yeah. All right.
Numbers wise, I get it. So mine that I would have taken off were where I said Booker. I would have taken off. I do agree with you about Owens and Moxley. I was looking at those two, and I thought that those two just really didn't really do much. Just because like
Mhm.
Owens has been there a while, but they still haven't given him a lot of chances, even though
Yeah.
we've been arguing that they should. Um, so those two, and then Austin would have been the other one that I definitely would have taken off. If we're doing
Okay.
four, yeah, because Austin I feel
Well,
like
so
was so
yeah.
short.
So we just got to lock down how many we want to cut. That's really the big thing right now. Like I don't think. All right, let's just try and make this a little bit easier and move it along for everybody's sake. Um, I don't think, besides The Rock, I'm looking at the top 10 right now. So from the top 10, the only person we consider cutting is
Is
The
The
Rock,
Rock? Yep,
correct?
agreed.
From the middle, the only people we'd consider cutting is Eddie.
Yep,
I'll leave HBK on. I know you want him, so I won't push that one. That's fine. Um,
appreciate it.
Eddie.
I'll concede to Styles then.
Okay, so Styles. So Eddie, Styles, Austin, Rock. So right now that's four potential cuts.
Yep,
Then from the bottom ones, um,
Moxley,
there's
Owens,
Rhodes.
Booker,
Yeah, and I've already said Moxley and Owens should probably go. I
and
think we
I've
feel
agreed.
good. Moxley, Owens would go, and then Booker we feel okay with
We're
cutting.
considering.
It
Yeah,
seems
you said we're
we're
considering, right?
considering,
So that's seven.
and
So
then and
that would be
we're
seven for
leaving
seven.
Rhodes and Kofi for sure.
I'm definitely fine with Kofi. Rhodes, I feel like Rhodes has been there a while. He did all the Stardust stuff. He did yeah.
Yeah.
Rhodes should be there. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we don't have to cut all seven for seven, but we know if we're cutting,
Yep.
if we want all those seven on, we know the seven we're cutting.
Yes.
So do we want to? I mean, I know it's 7:45, and we're gonna go past 8. We appreciate everybody for being here. We
Yes.
know this is gonna be a nerdy one, but it's a
Yeah,
fun
let's take
one.
the
It's
commercial
something nice
now,
to.
and then let's just crush this list, right?
Yeah, I think that's best. We'll take a
Okay.
commercial break here. We'll come back. We'll kind of nail down what seven we'll get rid of.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
And back in a beat.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying tuned through those commercials. And here we go, diving in to make our top
All right.
25. So, what
All
are we
right.
doing, Juice? Where do you want to start?
So I think we need to make some executive just cuts and dive in so we can start the list. So I'm gonna nominate cutting Styles, Moxley, Owens to
Okay,
start.
I agree.
I think cut those three, and we're gonna add Sheamus, Miz, and Kane.
Agreed. Those were definitely our top
So
three from the beginning. I like
okay,
that.
so so we don't gotta subtract any names obviously because we're leaving this list as is
Hmm.
for the viewers to see. But okay, so um, from there,
I don't know
yeah.
why. I just don't think Booker T deserves to be on this list.
Okay, so I'm highlighting them over here, Mox and Owens. Okay, so if you want Booker T off, who are you putting on
I
from
know
that
that was the
list? Those
last one we put
four.
on, but like the more I look at it, I'm torn. I think that those four just all deserve for different reasons, but I think Dolph.
So you want to give the edge to Dolph, okay?
I think so, but like talk me into someone else if you feel strongly. Like I'm
Well,
not.
who are you between? Because now I'm looking at my screen, so it's Dolph,
We have Dolph,
Christian.
Christian, Matt Hardy, and Drew McIntyre. If I really had to narrow it down to two, I would say Dolph and Drew.
Okay, well, head to head, Drew has one more belt. Dolph has 2 more years. Drew's got a Rumble over him. They both have Money in the Bank. And then from there, um, Dolph's got him on tag belts and mid card belts. So the only edge Drew really has over him is the Rumble and one world title. If you're going off numbers,
All right, what do you think?
um,
I gave you who I
impact
thought.
on yeah, impact on their time. I think I'm leaning. If we're between Dolph and Drew, I'd go Dolph.
Okay, so I think Dolph's in, unless, but are you more sold on Christian or Matt than Dolph? Because it sounded like possibly.
Um,
I just want to make sure I don't want to just push one.
let's see. I'd probably do Christian over Dolph personally. I mean, we could put them both in. We don't, have to- we can cut.
I would like Christian in two then, and think we
You
cut
Do you want Christian and Dolph?
Austin
Um,
and Booker, or did you
okay,
want to
well,
cut?
yeah.
What were the other two choices, Guerrero or The Rock?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was Eddie, Austin, Rock. Honestly, I'd probably leave Rock over
I
Austin.
think I'd leave Rock over Austin too. I agree with that.
Yeah, Rock, you can make an argument for being low on the list, but Austin, I'd get rid of Austin. So, okay, so we'll get rid of Austin. And then from there, yeah, it's down to, in terms of cuts, it's down. We're gonna leave the Rock, we said.
Are we
And
getting
then
rid of
from
Booker?
there, it's either, yeah, we got rid of Booker already.
Okay.
So it's either get rid of Eddie or that's it. Eddie's our last person we can cut.
We're leaving The Rock. We say yeah. So it's Eddie.
All right, so hold on.
So
So
are
Christian
we getting rid of
Ziggler.
Eddie for Matt Hardy or Drew McIntyre? That's the question.
Yeah,
Do we
let me
think
let me
Eddie,
add this up.
Matt
Hold
Hardy
on.
or
One,
Drew
two,
McIntyre
three,
deserves to be on the list more than Eddie Guerrero?
five. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm making sure our numbers add up so far. Hold on. So right now we're adding Miz, Kane, Christian, and Ziggler and Sheamus.
We're adding Sheamus, Miz, Kane, Christian, Ziggler. Yeah, we're adding five, and we're
And
taking
we're
off
and we're
Booker,
cutting
Owens, Moxley, Styles, and Austin.
two, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's even. I just want to make sure it's even.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's even.
All right. So you're between. So that leaves us with. Sorry, I'm switching screens here. Matt
So
and Drew. That's it.
yeah, Matt Hardy or Drew McIntyre, Eddie Guerrero.
Okay. Um. I mean, Matt's ECW title, you kind of can't count
Yeah,
it.
no.
Like you can, but like,
Nah. If we're counting it, that's fine. Eddie's World WWE Championship outweighs the ECW Championship.
I
I
don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't know what to do there because like Eddie's only got the one world title.
I agree.
It's the lowest amount of time too on the whole list in terms of like time there. Well, besides Austin and Rock,
I was gonna
sorry.
say okay.
Besides Austin and Rock, he's
No,
only at
no, and
6 years.
I agree with that too. That's why I kind of said it, and trust me, it hurts. I am a huge Eddie Guerrero fan, but like, if we're,
I mean, we could leave him. I don't because what's Drew? I don't know if Drew's impact.
Drew's early run wasn't really shit, so I like if we're talking about
Yeah,
impact and like memorable shit, it's all the last, and really
and then
not
Matt.
hasn't really been much. NXT was his best
You know what? I think
part.
we leave Eddie and
I
we just
agree.
move him down.
I agree. All right, cool. So
I
let me
think
get
we
rid
leave
of.
Eddie, we move him down.
I'm getting
There we
rid of
go. All
Matt,
right. Thank you everybody for bearing with us there. We're in the war room here, figuring things out.
and I'm getting rid
Um,
of Drew. So let me take.
hopefully you all are enjoying this. We appreciate you if you're here, and this is fun as hell for us. But hopefully you guys are enjoying it and kind
I
of
do hope they're enjoying it.
watching us pick our brains here, trying to see if we get it right. But now we know who's being added, who's coming off. So now we can dive into the list itself for
Where do you
us.
want to
So
start now?
I was thinking to start at the top. It's
Okay,
probably easier.
I do agree. Even though most people don't like to do
what do
that,
you
I
think?
agree.
Well, what do you think? We could start at the bottom. We could work our way up.
No, no, no. I didn't want to say it, but I do agree with you that I think starting at the top is the smart move because I think it's easier to pick your ones and then like the best and then work your way down than it is to kind of once we get to
Yeah.
like 24, 25, that's where it's going to be like, oh, who belongs there?
Yeah.
But
Um.
most people like the reveal of number 1 at the end. Now
Yeah.
they're not going to
No,
watch
for
the show
sure.
anymore.
No, they'll our diehards will stick with us. Our shooties will stay.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Who do you think should be number one? Do you think Bleacher Report got it right? Yes or no? This isn't a wrong
Yes.
answer. It's just your opinion.
Yes.
You think they got it right?
If we're being completely unbiased, if we're being in terms of impact, everything,
Mhm.
he's literally done it all in the past 20 years. He's won a Rumble, he's won Money in the Bank. How many were 16? Never or seven, I'm sorry. 17. All right. He's got a couple of tag champs in there. Yes, the only thing he hasn't done is what, King of the Ring probably, like, but I think he deserves it. I'd be shocked if your numbers said different.
So they do.
Really?
Yeah, technically there is one person that is the
Tell me it's
unanimous number
Randy.
one. It's not Randy, but
No.
that being said, Randy would be my argument for number one or two. Um, so I'll read you Orton's numbers. So Orton has 14 world titles. He's been active 24 of the 25 years
That's
with WWE.
crazy.
He has the highest number. He's been there the most.
That's
Um,
wild.
Orton's got two Rumbles. He's got a Money in the Bank. No King of the Ring, no Hall
Yeah.
of Fame yet. He does get hurt with low tag titles at 4 and the 2 IC titles. So
Well,
that's why
Cena
he's not
has less
higher.
than that with tag and IC, so there you go.
Not really.
Really?
So
He has more
Cena
than
has one.
4 tag?
Cena has 4 tag, the same as Orton.
Oh, really?
Um,
I didn't think it was that
yes.
high.
And then his mid card belts are 5
That's
versus
fair.
the 2.
US. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, Orton and Cena, they're equal on Money in the Bank. They're equal on the Rumble. Cena's only got 17 full years. The other 7 were part-time. So a lot of part-time stuff in there out of the 25. So yeah, so they're close. I mean, I'm not gonna fight on Cena versus Orton. I mean, I do think I'd probably just based on longevity and the overall, I'd probably that's why I'm giving Orton the edge. But yeah, Cena, I have Cena at 3 on my personal list. But so yeah, you really want to do Cena at 1? I won't fight you if
I
you want to do
mean,
Cena at 1.
no, I'm just again, I was just thinking of just like just who's been on top the longest. Like he's always there. But I mean, Randy has been around longer, so I'm totally fine putting Randy at 1. That's fine with me because he's, in my opinion, he's a better wrestler than John Cena. So
Yeah, like the only edge Orton has is the time. That's it.
but it's still a significant amount. It's
Yeah,
still like
it's
what, 4 years, 5 years?
7.
You said, oh,
Obviously, if
I'm
you're
sorry.
taking
You
this,
said he was active for 24 of the 25, and Cena's only 17. Yes,
yeah,
my bad.
yeah.
I
But
thought he was lower.
if you add Cena's 7
Yeah, that's
part-time years,
7 years, bro.
it's the
Like,
same amount of time, but still part-time. Whatever. The other name I want to throw in the hat, and no matter what, I think he needs to be in the top 3.
is
And I
this
think it's insane. It's insane that he's even as low as he is.
the
The
number one
unanimous
point
number
getter?
1. Yes.
Okay. Wait,
Any
can I
guesses,
guess?
my
Yeah, I
man?
was gonna say. Let me guess who it is. Number one point. Oh, Edge.
Unanimous number 1.
Easily Edge.
It is Edge.
Easily.
Yeah. 11 world titles, 12 years full time, 4 part time, 2 Rumbles, a Money in the Bank, a King of the Ring. He's in the Hall of Fame, 14 tag titles, and he
Holy
just squeaked in with the 5 mid cards. He's the only one that got all 8. So
That's
I
awesome.
think he's I think he's top 3. I think Edge,
I
Orton,
don't
and
know how he's
Cena
not
are
top
no
10.
doubt.
That's wild that he's not top 10. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Edge, Orton, and Cena for me are the top 3. I
That's
don't
fine.
care what order, but I think as long as those are the 3, I think we got it.
I think Orton, Cena, Edge is the correct order.
Okay? As long as I know you wanted Cena at 1 at first, so if you're cool with
No,
putting
no,
him
no,
at
no,
2.
no, no. Hold on. See, this is how he puts words in my mouth. People at home. I hope you saw this.
What?
The
No,
question.
I'm
The
not putting. I'm
question was.
compromising.
The question. No, no, no. The question was, did they get it right? I didn't say I wanted Cena at
Yeah.
1. I said I think Bleacher Report got it right. That's all I said.
Yeah, but okay. All right, that's fine. Listen, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to
Watch it.
compromise and make
Watch
the
it.
list work.
All
All
right.
right.
So we got Orton,
Oh. Uh-huh.
Orton, Orton. Then we got
Or Toyn.
Cena, Orton, and then we got definitely Edge. I can't believe they put Edge at number 11. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
All right. I like that top 3. We're done. See ya. All right. Oh wait.
Good night, everybody. All right. So from here, what do you think? What's your brain cooking?
From here, I'm trying to think of just like who's won a lot on the list, and I kind of want to. I'm curious of Rollins' numbers because I feel like he's been around for a while, and I'm also very curious of Punk's numbers.
Sir, you read my mind with Seth Rollins. He is my personal number 4.
Okay.
And for the record, I only made a mock top 10. After that, I didn't
Yeah, that's totally
set it in
fine.
stone.
I like when we're
So
in sync,
Seth,
so I'm totally fine with it.
so Seth, 6 world titles, 14 years active. He's got a Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 2 Money in the Banks, no King of the Ring, no Hall of Fame yet, 6 tag titles, and 4 mid cards.
Yeah.
So his only dings are the Hall of Fame, which it's kind of a loose.
Can't really be a ding when you're in your prime right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about prime, but yeah.
You know what I mean.
Mid card at 4, and then King of the Ring. So yeah, Seth scored really well. So I have Seth at 4. I think he's played a huge role, a bigger role than Mox and even Roman, despite people's feelings with Roman. He's been around. Sure. So yeah.
Taker doesn't have the belts, but he was a face of the company until retirement, says Killer Tomato.
Yeah. Taker's got a respectable, metrics if you want to call them that. But
he definitely belongs in the top 25. I just don't think, probably not even the top 10, but definitely belongs in the top 25. But number 4, I am thinking Rollins, just because, like I said, been around for a while. All those numbers were what I was kind of thinking as far as Royal Rumble, stuff like that. I'm just curious, though, what's Punk's numbers?
Yeah, sure. So Punk, so he only scored a 2 out of 8 on my thing. 7 world titles. That includes the one from this past weekend. Congrats, by the way. And also he has 2 Money in the Banks. Otherwise, he's right at 10 years active. No Rumble win. No King of the Ring. No Hall of Fame. And he only has 1 tag title, and 1 mid card title. So
interesting. All right, cool. I'm good with Rollins at 4.
Not great numbers. But still, his impact is huge, Punk. So,
Yeah,
that has to factor into his movement that he did. All right, so Seth at 4.
What happened? Hold on.
I don't know.
User error. We're good.
Okay.
All right, number 5. I'm gonna put a name out here. You let me know. I didn't
Go
think I
for
was
it.
gonna put him this high, but the more I
Mhm.
think about it, I hate to put him out here, but possibly Brock Lesnar.
So I have Lesnar coming up in the top 10.
Okay,
I do think he should be higher than he is. Like kind of like Edge. I think Edge Lesnar right there at 11, 12.
I'm
All should
cool
be
with putting him
higher.
lower. Just a name that kind of jumped out at me right now.
Yeah, no, I definitely think Lesnar should be around here. Let me see. I have him at 7
Okay,
on mine. But again, we can put him wherever we want.
I'm
But
gonna I'm gonna put him at 7 for now, and let's see who we put above him, and then I'll let you know how I feel about it.
yeah, so for Lesnar, really his biggest thing is he only out of the last 25 years, this is going to be nuts for everybody. I'm sure you've all been waiting. 4 full-time years, 13 part-time years.
That
So
is
like a huge
disgusting.
but he's been such a part of the moments and like the
I
stuff, like
know,
the attraction. So
and
like he has to be
and
on
he
the
still has
list.
so many world title wins.
Yeah.
I feel like
He has
most of those
10,
13 part timers were world titles.
10 world titles, 2 Rumbles, a Money in the Bank, a King of the Ring, which, by the way, Brock Lesnar is the other person besides Sheamus that has all 3 of those
That's
on this
crazy,
list.
man.
So, yeah, Lesnar should be in the top 10.
All right,
You can put him wherever
who
you
do you
want,
have at
but
5?
I got Ray Mysterio.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny? I forgot to look at the left side of the ones we already put on. You're 100% right. How did I not think of Ray?
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for Ray. I think it's very deserving.
For sure.
Um, Despite how I feel about him, I think he's been a huge part of the WWE the last 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 world titles, but he's been there for 21 years. He's got the classic Rumble win. He's in the Hall of Fame already.
Yep.
Um, and then 5 tag titles and 8 mid card titles. So yeah, I think that's a deserving spot for Mysterio.
And a great person for raising a kid that's not even his. Like, what a great man.
Scumbag. Also never turned heel, faced his entire career. Says you. Okay.
That
Next
is
up.
true, unless you count the small filthy animals. Where I still don't think he was a heel in WCW, but they try to make him seem like one. It was very strange.
Yeah, but we're talking WWE
That's
though.
very
I
fair.
get it. Um, all right. So how are you feeling? So far in the top 10, anybody that's in the top 10 you think should be at 6? Where are you at with that? Pretty much it looks like it's Jericho, Taker, Roman, The Rock,
So
and
I
Danielson.
don't think Angle really, because 2006 2005 is when he went to TNA, and then by the time he came back he didn't really do much. So yeah, I don't think Taker, Angle, or The Rock should be in the top 10. I just, based on like longevity, actually maybe Taker, no, not in top 10. I stick with that. Jericho, I feel like was around for a while with it, and his main run, like we were talking about in the chat today with Till 5, was really starting in like 2001 when he won the Undisputed Championship, and then that was really his main event run and starting there. Danielson, I feel like, has also been around for a while, but I don't know if Danielson has the championships to be in the top 10. That's my concern about that.
Yeah. So, and by the way, anybody watching, if you have any thoughts, opinions, please throw them out there. Please let us know. We'd love
Yeah.
to have any input on what you think. And we will take it into
Yes, sir.
account when we're doing this. So I have Jericho at 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Um, that's who I have here. I think he was more or less placed well. Um, Despite how people feel about him now. Um, he did a lot when he was there. I mean, again, I'm gonna read it off. He had 6 world titles, 16 years there active out of 25. Um, and yeah, he didn't have a Rumble or Money in the Bank or King of the Ring, but he had 7 tag titles and 13 mid card titles. So he had a lot of belts. He had a lot of belts. He had a lot of transformations. The stuff with Jericho, just all the stuff with HBK. He
Mm-hmm.
kept reinventing himself. So I think you have to argue Jericho should be in there, and maybe
Yeah.
some would put him lower, but I think he's deserving of being in the top 10.
No, I agree with that. I like,
So
he did a lot over the years, and potentially might do something at the end of this year, but still, like, he did a
yeah.
lot over the years, and it was very impressive.
hmm All right, so I'm gonna give you my last three to round out the top 10. You tell me what you think. Also, inventor of the Money in the Bank. Thank you,
Yep.
Jay. I'm gonna give you my three to round out the top 10. If you don't agree, that's totally cool. Let me know who you think should absolutely be in the top 10. For me, Triple H, The Miz, and Taker. That's the rest of my top 10.
I
If you think
agree.
anybody else should be in there, by all means, let me know, and we can totally move it around.
I agree with Triple H.
Mhm.
Um, and The Miz, and then you said Taker. I'm just looking at the other names.
Taker at 10. So far from where we are at 8, we have no Roman, no Angle, and then you see Rock and Danielson from the top 10.
Yeah,
That's who we
yeah,
don't have in right now. So we're
and and I-
bumping those
and I
guys
don't.
out.
Um, I was gonna say Danielson might be good at his spot, but let me know about Danielson.
Um, where did he go? All right. So he's kind of right near Punk in terms of numbers. He has 5 world titles, 10 years as well. He's got the one Money in the Bank, and that's pretty much it. No Hall of Fame, 2 tag titles, 2 mid-card belts. Um, And that's it. So yeah, the only good things he has going from are 5 world titles and the Money in the Bank. Obviously, that's
That's
just the
true. And then
numbers.
Taker also had a couple of world championships. He had the Royal Rumble. He's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, no, you're right. So Triple H. Yep, I'm good with that. Triple H,
Yeah,
The
Taker had 4 world
Miz.
titles.
Wild that The Miz went from not even on the list to top 10, and I love it.
I really think they messed up. I'm
I don't
shocked that they didn't put
understand.
these on there. Like he was such a huge part. And again, and just for anybody again that's doubting it, I mean, yeah, he had the main event that people hated, but I mean, he's got 2 world titles, 20 years there, 2 Money in the Banks. He's got 8 tag titles, 10 mid card belts. Maybe people will think we put him too high, but I think he's one of the defining people that like became something from Tough Enough. Like that's a big part of the 25 years. So
He was a
I think he's in the
real
right spot.
world guy, man, that fucking made it this
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Ridiculous. All right.
All right.
Now this is
So
where it's
yeah.
gonna
So
start
from
getting a
here,
little weird because I think this is where we start
I
getting
was
like
gonna.
it's more like nitpicky and just like who we think was more important because I don't think the championships are gonna be as much of a defining thing in this next like five
Mhm,
to ten.
mhm. So I think the best place to start is just the people that are not the people from the top 10 that are not in the top 10 now. We can find their spot from here,
Okay,
right?
so we got Roman, Angle, and The Rock, and Danielson.
So we got those four. So let's start
Yes.
with Roman. Where do we think Roman should fall on this list?
Ah man, see the problem is that he's not gonna have the number of titles, but he also had a 4 year reign. So like you're not gonna have the numbers, but at the same time you technically do have the number. It's weird. Um, but then a lot of that reign also was part time. It wasn't even a full time reign, which was kind of wild to me. So I don't know how like I don't want to. I don't like Roman, but I don't want that to be a factor of where I rank.
Yeah, and so like 6 world titles, 11 years full time, 3 part time. The last 3 years have been part time.
hmm
He's got 1 Rumble win, and then from there it's 1 tag title reign, and then 2 mid card title reigns early on. That's it.
But the only impact
So
was right at the beginning and then right at the end here. Like all that middle stuff, it was bad. No one really cared about it.
it was bad, but it still had an impact on the business. He was still the guy for
Yeah, I kind of.
for Vince. Like yeah, I mean, I do think he should be in this middle row.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm not
Um,
saying outside of the top 20. I think
so
top
how about
15
we
is fair. I just don't
so how
know
about we put
where
him
in
at
the top
15?
15.
Let's put him at 15 for now. We can play
Okay.
with it just to get him on the board. Um,
Next
okay.
one would be Angle.
Angle.
I think Kurt Angle's outside of the top 20. I like how what was his reign? Well, like how many title reigns did he have from what
Yeah.
2000, 2006, 2001 maybe?
Yeah, so his numbers are, they're not bad. He's kind of in the middle. He's got 6 world titles.
Really? Oh yeah,
He
that's
was there.
fair actually.
7 years full time, three part time, so 10 total, but still three of them were part time. That last run that he did afterwards.
Yeah.
Um, no Rumble, no Money in the Bank. He's got the King of the Ring. He's in the Hall of Fame. He has one tag title reign with Benoit. Then he has four mid card titles, and I think he won all of those in like his first few years. So
So
it's almost like Booker. Besides, if you take away like the more world titles, he's kind of on par with Booker, and we took Booker off the list.
yeah,
But
I was gonna
Kurt
say I
Kurt
think
had a much bigger impact than Booker, though.
yes, 100%. I think him, HBK, um, The Rock. I think all those guys go to the end. Like I think all those guys are in the top, in the bottom 20, whatever. Just because like we're talking, if we're trying to be fair with like longevity and what they did with the number of title reigns, they're all around the same number with like 6 or 7 years, maybe some part time, but full time around that 6 or 7 year mark. All of them have like what 3 to 5, 3 to 6 world title reigns. Like not a lot of Royal Rumbles or Money in the Banks or anything like that. So they're unless I'm wrong, I think they're all in the same area. I do agree with Kill Tomato. I think Sheamus is kind of high on this list, and I think Sheamus should be in the top 15 here if we want to kind of throw that up.
So Sheamus, yeah, I mean, he's got 17 years. He's got all three King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank. He's got the bar years. I wouldn't put him over Roman though. Maybe we should bump up Roman then. I feel weird putting Sheamus over Roman.
But I guess, yeah, all right. So
I'm just saying, in terms of the impact on like the last 25 years, Roman's had way more of an impact than Sheamus, despite the numbers. So they could be close, but I have a hard time looking at the list and seeing Sheamus above Roman.
okay, so let's put
So Roman should probably go up, um, maybe 12 or 13, a little bit.
and then Sheamus right after him, or Sheamus two down.
You can put Sheamus at 15 because he's mid. No, no, put him at 15. Again, we're evolving as we go, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna
Um,
change some of this around. Where do you put Kane on this list? Do you put Kane in the top in this middle row here?
um, let's see, Kane. I don't know. The world titles, I think one of those two world titles was ECW.
It was. It was when he beat
Again,
Chavo the night he won the
so
Money
that's
in
a
the
little
Bank.
bit of a that's a little bit of a ding. He's got the money in the bank. He cashed in the same night. He's in the Hall of Fame. Um, like if I'm looking, I'd put Sheamus over Kane. So if we're doing Kane, I put him in the low for now, the lower 20s, the lower part of the middle. We could always move him down if we need to. So I just put
Uh,
him at 18 or 19 for now.
all right.
I mean, hey, he wasn't on the list, so we're giving him an upgrade no matter what. You're welcome.
No, for sure. Miz got 9. I'm just saying, crazy. What up, Big Show?
Yeah.
We're way past that. Big Show, out of here. All right. Um,
Yeah, I
Angle.
honestly I never really even considered him or did the numbers on him, but
No, Big Show. Big Show was around, but he was like sometimes part of the furniture, and I liked him sometimes, but
yeah.
he doesn't make an impact. All right.
Angle.
I forgot about the top 10 yet. Let's finish out The Rock. I think we said The Rock, I think, goes in that lower 20, unless you disagree.
So let me see. If I'm looking at Angle and The Rock, I put Angle above The Rock.
I still think
Um,
they all go in the lower
eh,
20.
yeah, maybe The Rock. You know what? I'm trying to think. He is. I think I would do Shawn, Angle, and The Rock in that order. How's that sound?
Where do you want to put it? 23, 24, 25, or a little higher?
Let's put them. Let's just do 21, 22, 23 for now.
So we're putting
Just to,
Sean. Ah,
yeah, and then Kurt, and then The Rock.
Angle.
Ugh.
All right. And then Danielson, the last one from the top 10.
Danielson, I think.
So I'll just say I was willing to put him at 10. So put him at 11 for
Uh-huh.
me wouldn't be a problem unless you think he goes lower.
I think 13 or 14 is fine for now.
Okay.
You pick. If you want to do 13, it's higher. I think I might be giving Roman too much weight, but I'm looking at Roman and knowing what he's done, like as the guy,
I
and
mean,
like it's hard to like
in
not
fairness,
move
they
him.
put him at 3, so we can only drop him so much
I know.
without it being like Roman hate.
Yeah.
And that's what I said
So
before.
yeah.
That's why I'm not arguing the Roman stuff because
Yeah,
I
and
know part of it's like me not liking
yeah.
Roman, so I'm trying to be unbiased with that.
And I don't yeah, and I think I am being unbiased. I mean,
I
I think I said a lot tonight that's
Yeah,
probably against my norm, but
that's why
I
I'm
think
not arguing
three's
with it, man.
too high. So okay, so we can keep going.
All right, so
So do we
next
finish the top
up,
10
I'm just trying to
names?
go down this list. So Edge, we got Lesnar, Triple H, Punk. Where do you put Punk?
Hmm. I almost feel like we leave him right there.
Okay.
I don't
Someone
know,
say an
man.
upgrade. That's all I see. Um, Eddie Guerrero, I think, also goes in that lower, maybe after The Rock, like
Yeah, Eddie might either
right.
be 24 or 25.
Okay, let's put it
Yeah,
at 24 for now, and then if we have to move someone, we'll
because
move
he
someone.
was he was almost cut.
I agree.
So I think by default we
Jada
do have to make
Falco
him
looked up
25 actually.
out in this for posterity. Big Show had 2 WWE championships, 1 ECW, 2 World Heavyweight, IC title, US title, 3 Hardcore, 6 Tag Team, and the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That's negative, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah.
But he was the
Free versus
first one.
Sheamus should not be on this.
Get
Free
out of
versus
here,
Sheamus should
Freebird.
not
You're
be on this
wrong.
list. You know what? We might have to move Sheamus down a little bit. I'm thinking about it now.
That's fine. But he deserves to be
Yeah,
on this list.
he deserves to be on this list, but I think he
Yes.
might be a little high.
That's fine.
Um,
He's
you
not
know what? Let's put him at 25 for now.
what? No,
Just
not that
for
low.
funsies.
I'll put him
For
at
funsies right
20.
now. All right, fine.
25. That's
I
fair.
do think I honestly do think we should probably move down Sheamus.
All
I
right.
don't know because he's got the accolades, but like, do we really think his impact was more than even though they weren't there for a long time? Like HBK, Angle, Rock, and Eddie, like they did way more in those few years, I think, than Sheamus did in 17. So,
Okay. Yeah, and they might be moving up a little bit. We just move them down low to see
yeah,
just to make some room for people. So
yeah,
I agree. That's fine with
okay,
me. All right. Next up,
all right.
let's see here. Jeff
Hold on. So we
Hardy.
have one, two, three, four, five, six names left. So who are the names? Christian and Ziggler,
Jeff
um,
Batista.
Jeff, Batista. We left
Um
Austin on. And then
no, we didn't leave
who and
Austin on.
Kofi.
Kofi. We didn't leave Austin on. Rhodes. We didn't leave Austin on. Kofi and Cody.
Oh, you're right. We did take Austin off. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cody. All right. So Cody and Kofi.
Yeah.
Um.
And actually,
Okay.
the more we talk about it, I think we are going to be moving HBK and them up because like
I
Kofi
think
didn't
so.
make as big of an impact as they did. I'm going to argue that
He
maybe
did. You know.
Jeff didn't
Yeah.
make as big as argument as impact as they did. Cody, I don't know if made as big as impact as they did so far. Like maybe we do move
Uh,
Roman up, we move Danielson up, we move Punk up.
yeah. So Freebird says, "Where is King Booker?" We actually cut Booker T from
Cook
the
Booker T.
list.
Cook
He
it.
was at
Cut.
he was at 24 on Bleacher Report's list, and then once we were considering snubs, we added The Miz, Sheamus, Kane, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, who were not on the list at all, and we cut some other names too. So that's why our list is going to be different than theirs. We cut five, no, seven names total, I think,
No, we cut 5.
or five. We cut five names. We added five names.
Sheamus over
Sheamus
Booker.
over
Nah,
Booker
bro.
T.
Yeah, man. Sheamus. This is the top 25 of the last 25 years. Freebird. Booker T was around for what you say 6 or 7. Sheamus was around for
Yeah, I'll give you.
17. Man, like we got to be a little
Yeah,
fair here.
I'll give you the quick head to head. Sheamus has in the 25 years, Sheamus has more world titles. He was there longer. He's got a Royal Rumble win over him, a Money in the Bank win over him. They both have King of the Ring. Booker's in the Hall of Fame. Sheamus isn't. Sheamus had more tag titles, and the only thing Booker had more than Sheamus was three more mid card belts. So Sheamus beats Booker head to head in every way. And if you're going off impact, you take, King Booker and the Invasion, yeah, but like Sheamus did have a strong run early on, as much as we hated the booking. And then he had the stuff with the bar, and he's just been a consistent hand in the ring
This
and
is
doing
just a lot
stuff.
of
So,
Sheamus hate from Luke from Freebird right now. This is crazy.
hey, listen, WWE Freebird knows how I feel about Sheamus. I'm just trying to get this list right.
That's what I'm
So,
saying, man. Like,
okay,
anyway, all right, let's get
yeah,
back. All right, we did this already. So
yeah. I was just, yeah.
we got 6 left. We said it was Dolph, Christian, Cody, Kofi, Hardy,
You know what? Write those names
and
in. Write those names in on the bottom.
oh, you're right.
Yeah, just so
Oh,
we
you're
can
so right.
have them visually. I know.
Rhodes,
Jeff Hardy,
Kofi,
Rhodes.
Jeff, and Batista. Ah, Batista. Have you heard of Batista?
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, um,
Okay, let's start here. Do any of these names make more of an impact than Roman, Danielson, or Punk? If not, let's move those 3 up.
let's see. I think the only person you can argue would be, yeah, either Jeff or Batista. Yeah,
Okay,
that'd be my Jeff Hardy or Batista. The only two I think that would be higher.
so
Would be, not like for
higher than
sure.
Roman?
Um, damn.
So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Jeff's not higher
We're in
than
the
Roman.
weeds
If
because
we're
we're at
talking
the
about
end, folks.
impact, not Jeff. Batista potentially. I agree with Kevin last. Not
Yeah.
Jeff. I think Batista. I don't know. I feel like Batista just did
If it
more.
helps, I don't think I've read off his stuff yet. Batista, 6 world titles, 9 full years, 1 part-time, so just short of 10. He's got 2 Rumble wins, no Money in the Bank, no King of the Ring, no Hall of Fame yet. 4 tag titles, no mid-card titles. He never won a mid-card belt. So the only good things he's got going are the 6 world titles and the 2 Rumbles. But still, I mean, he was like the guy with Orton and Cena for a while.
That's fair.
So they had
Freebird
him at
said
18.
that Jeff, hold on, it disappeared. Jeff was a cultural reset for so many fans, especially in the black community. Mad around to say, but that I know, but like, there's a lot of literature on this. I realize he started in the late '90s, but like, he was huge for so many. Yes, and I'd also argue that Roman is kind of doing the same thing for the black community now with the bloodline and stuff. Like, a lot of fans really enjoy that kind of stuff. So that argument's kind of working for and against you, but I do think Jeff is going to go high on this list.
I think for now, let's just put Batista at 11 and Jeff at 15,
Okay.
just to get something on the board and we can kind of look at it and play with it. Um,
That's what she said.
okay. So Batista, yeah, but no one jumps off their couch onto their best friend's little brother and says they are Roman Reigns. We don't know that. What, Tribal
People
Chief?
spear people all
Ooh.
the time. Yeah, and do the Superman punch. What are we talking about? The spear wasn't because of Rome. Maybe. With kids
I mean, we're
now.
not in children's bedrooms. We're not in
Oh,
children's bedrooms to know what they're doing.
yeah.
Um,
Luke, you
I said we're not.
weirdo. I said,
Um,
yeah, Luke.
I said we're not. Okay, so Rhodes, Kofi, Christian, and Ziggler.
More of an
I
impact than
almost
Kane.
think we have to code. Trying to think of early Kane stuff. I don't know. Cody's been so big these last 5 years, which do count. Like if you take Cody's last 5 years or 4 years up against Kane's first 4 years of like 2000 to like '04, I think Cody is over Kane, personally.
Is Kane too high then? Because does Cody have impact over HBK, Angle, The Rock, or Eddie?
You just threw a lot of names at me.
Well, I'm just
Um,
those 4 we kind of stuck together, so I don't know if we're gonna be putting names in between them or not. So I figured those 4 would stay there.
yeah, I'm looking at the numbers. But I think we're at a point we probably have to just go off vibes. I feel like Kofi needs to stay at 25. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking Kofi, Ziggler, and Christian and Sheamus are all probably our bottom five. So I do think,
All those
um,
guys are moving up.
I think HBK, Angle, Rock, and Guerrero in that order can all get bumped up to like the 20 to 16 stuff, and then Kane
Mm-hmm.
probably goes underneath all of them.
So Kane will drop down to 20.
Yeah, and then 16 through 19 is HBK, Angle, Rock, Guerrero.
Okay.
Hope you all still having fun. I mean, you guys are here, so we appreciate you.
Hey man, they haven't left yet.
I knew this one was gonna, I knew this one was gonna go long, but honestly, it's a ton of fun. This is the nerdy stuff. So and we can post it on socials tomorrow, and everyone can tell us how wrong we are. But at the very least, I think we will have done better than Bleacher Report.
Why did it again?
It's okay. Okay, so I think our top 10 is good. I think our bottom five will be good.
All right.
Once
So we
you
got
get it posted, I think we just need to make
20
sure
in. I took Sheamus out of the
So we
bottom
said-
five just so we can see where we want to put him. But this is our bottom five right now.
I
Cody
would
Rhodes, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus, Christian, Dolph Ziggler.
I would leave Cody at 21, like they have.
Okay.
I think Kofi Mania alone puts him over. It's like Ziggler, he had the cash in. You take away the cash in, great in the ring, but like what else does
Yeah,
Ziggler
I was
have?
gonna say, I
in the
think Ziggler was a good
lexicon?
hand, but didn't have any good moments. I think Sheamus didn't really have any big moments either. Just was always around, always doing something. Rhodes obviously had a big moment, so we already put him up there. And
Okay.
Christian didn't really. I mean, he did and he didn't. He kind of had technically two
He had some
moments.
great stuff.
Exactly,
Orton,
and
though.
he
He
had
had
a lot of
great
world
stuff
title
with
wins.
Orton.
I was gonna say he had the.
And he had all the tag team stuff in
That's what I'm saying.
2000,
He had the
2001.
Edge
That
win
was still...
after the Edge win after Del Rio got hurt, and after Edge got
Okay.
hurt with Del Rio. He had the
So
Randy Orton matches and stuff. He had the TLC stuff. If anything, I think Christian goes in this spot right here, and then I think it's
Ziggler
Christian,
was...
Rhodes. No,
Well,
sorry,
Rhodes is already
Christian.
done.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, not Rhodes. I just saw the name here. Let me take this name off. That's what's distracting me. I think it's Christian, Kofi, Ziggler, Sheamus.
I'm fine with that. I can do that. I do think Kofi Mania alone probably bumps him over Christian, but actually, no, Christian, you're right, Christian, you're right. You're right. I keep going back to Kofi Mania, but Christian's got so many other
As
things.
I say, I feel like Christian has
you're right.
more than one thing. Yeah.
You're right. Okay, so I think that just leaves us with the middle, if we got that right. Which I think we should give it a little bit of time now, because we've kept HBK, Angle, Rock, and Eddie like in a little family. We might want to see now if we want to play with this middle. I think do you agree that the top 10 and the bottom 5 are right? Or how do you feel?
I definitely agree with the bottom 5. I'm looking at the top 10, just double checking. And yeah.
If anybody disagrees with us or thinks otherwise, please continue to let us know in chat.
No, I think top 10 is good.
Yeah.
I think it's just this middle now.
Killer
that I'm just looking
Tomato.
at.
Killer Tomato's bottom 5 is different than ours. Mine is Dolph Ziggler's spot, but okay. Okay, so
Freebird said Ziggler was
Plus
unfortunately
20?
misused. He should have been so much more. Fucking Vicky Guerrero. Excuse me. How dare you?
how dare you?
Rude.
Okay. So honestly, at this point, I think we've talked enough about the numbers. I'm legit now. I'm just going off of like
Gut.
the vibes and
Yeah,
moments and like Now I'm at that point. I'm not looking at the sheet anymore.
So if
we
we're
can
going
try and
off,
round this
if we're
out.
going off gut, I think HBK goes higher. I think Hardy goes above Punk. I think Punk drops a little bit.
Because Punk and Danielson both have those huge movements that like changed wrestling. Like,
Yeah,
they
but
did. As much as like I love the two of them, they did.
But did
Like,
Punk
that has to
have
factor
the
into what they
movement, or did Punk have the pipe bomb and then like they just didn't capitalize? Danielson had the movement. I do agree. Danielson had the movement. I feel like Punk was the catalyst for the Yes movement, but Punk never got his movement like he should have.
Oh, if you want to use that word, then no. But I'm saying they both brought about change in the
Yes, yes,
industry,
yes.
the way
Agreed.
things were. So I think that means a lot. But Batista, I'm looking at all the names. I mean, let's see, Rock wasn't around. Angle, Danielson, yes, movement also huge.
Yeah.
Um,
Freebird also said
I
before
don't
that,
know,
if we're
man.
talking
I
about
don't.
in Punk should be higher. That one pipe bomb alone catapulted him.
Yeah, because that all factors in. Like, even though I gave a bunch of numbers for like titles and accolades, like mic skills and in-ring do count, matches count, moments count, all of it counts for what we're doing
I
here.
think Hardy
And
goes
that's what
lower.
Bleacher Report included too.
I'm thinking
Do you
about it
think Hardy
now.
goes
I
lower?
think Hardy goes lower because I don't think Hardy had a crazier career or like bigger moments than Christian did. I think he was just more of a like fans want to be Hardy more. So I think like as far as that he does belong like higher than Christian, but as far as moments, I don't know if he had like the moments like we're talking about with like Punk and Danielson and all that. But then
I
again,
mean, he also had the 2001 like
yeah,
stuff,
I was
and
gonna
then
say
like
I'm
he
looking
had the
below
Hardy
him, and I
party
don't
when
know
he
who
won the
had like
belt.
bigger moments than he did though. So like maybe he just
You
does
had
stay there. Maybe this is
yeah
right. Maybe I'm
the
just
re
trying to nitpick
the
just to see if I can make
return
a change.
Yeah, the return at Mania. Freebird says, I think Cody should be higher too, but I don't want to fuck up your list. Cody's departure for AEW and then triumphant return for the wrestling community was like a big poetic justice move. I don't know about poetic justice, but it was a big move, like to come back and like that shift.
Yeah, the
Like my
Poetic
only thing with
Justice was
Cody is like,
AEW, I think, technically.
yeah, no, but like, so my thing with Cody, he deserves to be on the list. I have a hard time putting him higher because, like I said before, if you take out like because he came back at 38, and we're not even at 42 yet, so it's not even a full 4 year run. It's like a 3.5 year run right now. That's been it. Everything before that, like he was a mid Carter, IC
Yeah,
title, tag titles. He wasn't winning things. So like, yeah, it
like
counts, but I'm just
like
saying
before
like
before
his
him
impact really didn't
before him
happen.
leaving, he had, from what I remember, like two really big moments, and that was
The
the tag matches
dashing,
with
there's the
DX,
dashing.
and then the tag matches
Yeah.
against the Authority. Like besides that, the dashing
Yeah,
was
he
alright, but that
was
wasn't like
yeah.
a big like moment or anything for him. Like the Authority
No,
thing was
but
a
yeah, he did
moment for him because of the
Stardust.
parents and his
Stardust
family and
doesn't
shit.
count.
His gimmicks were awful. Yeah, that's the problem. Just like Ziggler, he just suffered from bad booking. Like if they booked him better, he should have been
Yeah.
higher. But
I think a
Stardust was
very strong
terrible.
I think a very strong 3.5 year run
Yeah,
gets him 21. That's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's honestly what I'm doing with it.
Um,
Um,
I actually think we might get them. We might have
Batista.
gotten the middle right, man. Do you think just Batista's too high? You keep going to Batista.
Yeah, I think Batista, because he was such a big deal, but he wasn't really that. He was over though.
He was
Um,
extremely over. He had the big moment with Evolution. He had some pretty good matches against the Undertaker. Um, he
I would, I mean, 'cause I hate to just put him at where he is, but I'd almost argue Batista should be closer to 18 where he was put. Um, if you're going for moments, puts Taker over Triple H. Um, well, we're not. It's not just moments. Like that's
no,
just a
no,
part
it's
of it.
yeah, it's not just so
Yeah,
we now it's moments because now we're just nitpicking this middle
we're
section.
just shuffling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because I mean, and while you're
Yeah,
doing that, while
I
you're
don't mind
thinking, I'm
putting
gonna read off
Batista.
that.
Yeah, I don't mind dropping Batista down to like 17 or 18. I'm fine with that.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna read off the head to head for everybody.
Oh, am
Triple
I
H
doing
and
that? Okay,
Taker head
just
to
checking.
head. Yeah, you can do it. It's fine. Triple H has 12 world titles versus Taker's 4. Triple H and Taker, their time is even, 11 full time, 9, 10 years part time. Rumbles, Triple H has 2, Taker's got 1. No Money in the Banks, no King of the Rings. They are both in the Hall of Fame, so that's a wash. And then Taker and Triple H, 4 and 3 tag titles each. And then mid card, Triple H has got 3, Taker's got one. So the numbers are pretty titles, an extra Royal Rumble win, and I mean, they're both still pretty high. I mean, impact on the entire industry, then Triple H should probably be higher by default.
Can I put Guerrero ahead of
Yeah,
Batista?
you're saying could you or did you?
Could I? Should I?
Um,
Right now, I put him at 18, where he currently is. He's behind HBK, Angle, and The Rock.
Here, I'll read you off their head-to-heads. Batista has 5 more world titles. Batista has 3 more years than him. Batista has 2 Rumbles. Eddie has none. They both have the same amount of tag titles, and then Eddie's got 5 mid cards, and Batista's got none.
So
I mean,
yes,
Batista does have the edge. Batista
no,
does have
yeah,
the
he
edge
does. He
over
does. He
Eddie
does.
in terms of numbers, but
Yeah, but Eddie beat him in their feud, so that means.
well, if we're doing that, then it's over. Taker became a cultural icon. Well, yeah, no, he did, and obviously that's factored in more or less, but like
but
this is
also
everything.
respectfully,
Like,
keep in mind a lot of people are icons on this list in their own right. Cena was a huge movement, huge icon. Mysterio, huge icon. You said Undertaker already. Danielson had literally a whole movement behind him. Jeff Hardy, like Freebird talked about before. You could talk about The Rock being pretty much a global icon in some respects. So like there's a lot of like iconic people on this list. So just keep that in mind as well.
all right.
I think we got it right.
Yeah, I'll say my last question will be for the chat, just to have the out in case it comes up. Do you think we put Danielson and Punk too high over guys like HBK, Angle, Rock? Like I'm looking at it, and obviously I like it, but I don't know if it's just me being like, oh, it's Danielson and Punk, so I want them high. But
So what
I think they're all in the right middle 10. I just don't know if
here's my thing about it is that they each had like their own moments in the 2000s.
yeah.
But Danielson and Punk had more championships. Danielson and Punk did more wrestling. So like
Yeah.
if we're factoring in that, and I think Danielson and Punk were just around longer overall, just full time. So like all those do
Yeah,
all those things
Danielson.
do factor.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
still
Danielson
chant
and
yes.
Punk
Yeah, like
both
Freebird
had.
said, people chant yes. Just like they were doing "suck it" everywhere, people chant yes everywhere now. Every game now, every sports arena, they do that shit. So like, yeah, he's a huge global icon.
Yeah. We are absolutely going to get heat for the Miz at 9, and I do not care.
There, I can't believe the Miz wasn't in this top 25 to begin with. It's crazy.
Yeah. We're gonna get heat for that, I bet.
That's fine.
But I don't know. I feel like Batista was the guy for a chunk of time. He was, but like because like Orton and like Cena was on one show, Batista was on the other. I mean, all right, so Keverlez, do you think Batista was more of for the last 25 years? Do you think his body of work would put him over at least The Rock?
Yeah, Keverlast, where would you put him?
Or like, would you bump them up one? Because again, we've kept HBK, Angle, and Rock like together. They don't have to stay together. We can put in between that.
Nah, they're married. they got sick.
Like I do think HBK. I think HBK did have a huge impact with his second run. Angle, yeah, I think Angle. Yeah, I'd argue Batista over The Rock.
I can do Batista over. I'm fine with Batista over The Rock.
Yeah.
All right. Last switch of the night, maybe.
Based on The Rock, yes, because of the limited time Rock was around. Yeah. And do we want to move Rock below Eddie? No. No, I think that's good. We have to remember what. No, we got to remember what The Rock did those first 4 years, and then him coming back to like do the stuff with Cena.
He still does stuff even now, like
what he did now with the Final Boss. So he had his impact. He should stay. Yeah. Now I want to move up Rock. All right, now we're gonna leave it at this. I am tempted to move up Rock though, but we'll leave it.
The Rock had 2 once-in-a-lifetime matches. You didn't factor that in, man.
Yeah,
that's true.
I did not. But you know what? Orton and Edge had the greatest match of all time.
Technically, so did. Oh shit! I was gonna say technically so did Cena, but then you just brought in the greatest match of all time. You're right. Foolish.
Orton and Edge had the greatest match of all time. So maybe we should bump Edge over Cena. No, we'll leave it. I'm done.
I
That's
mean, if
okay.
we bump Edge over Cena, we just gotta bring The Rock up to number 4 and round out that top 4.
No, that's fine. We can leave it. We're good. So yeah, I think this
I
is
like it.
our list. I mean, obviously we could keep looking at it and finagle and nitpick, but Rock also had the Hogan match, which was
That's
huge.
fair.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw some people arguing in the comments about why wasn't Hogan on this list, and I'm like, not our list, but Billy Show Report's
Are
list. But
you
it's
kidding
like,
me?
Billy, yeah, people were like, Hogan's impact, those few years alone is enough to put him on the list. And
In the
no,
4
I
years where
respectfully,
he had a failed NWO run because it just didn't work out because
not even
his
four. It was
wasn't
like three if you're
2002,
lucky.
2006.
He wasn't there that long. I think he was gone by like '05 or
Really?
04.
That's even
He
worse.
was he wasn't involved with WrestleMania 20,
Oh shit, you're
so he
right.
was bombed. And 19, I think
Yeah,
he left
I'm
right
not
before
even gonna
19.
consider a person that was there for 2 of the 25 years.
Yeah, because Hogan 19 had Nash and Hall on it, but Hogan was gone. I think just before 19, if I recall. Might be
That's
wrong there, but
terrible.
yeah, I think he was only around for like a year or two, like '02 to '03 or something. Oh yeah, so whatever.
Anyway,
Hogan was just a name after 2000. That is true. Hey, well, I think we did really well here. I'm going to post this tomorrow on our socials, and
good luck.
hopefully we don't get ripped. And if you guys are here watching it and you like what you see, please go over to our Facebook. Find our page if you're not liking it already. It's just The Sharpshooters on Facebook. Please like and subscribe to the page. That costs nothing. That is free, and you'll get notifications for when we go live. And comment what you think about this list over there to either defend us or rally with the haters. Yeah, fun.
Yeah,
This
no,
is great.
I think this came out perfect. I'm just like looking over it. I'm just like making sure. I'm like, the more I look at it, the more I
Oh,
like it. Or no, I'm saying the more I like it. Like Orton being number
I'll say
one.
yeah.
I'm really happy with Orton being number one. Um, the Miz sneaking into the top 10. True underdog story. Love that. HBK just getting that a little bit higher. I'm fine with that too. Love that as well. And even Sheamus, the Great White Hope. Maybe that'll get Sheehan to watch a little more of the show. Get his boy on the top
It won't.
25.
It won't. It's fine.
It won't. All right. Well, ladies and
There you go.
gentlemen, thank
All
you
right.
for joining us tonight. Join us this Thursday because it's been a very interesting week in wrestling. And I don't think Juice is going to be this
Has it?
happy on Thursday
Why you say that?
because it's been a terrible week in wrestling. I'm not happy. So if I'm not happy, there's no way you can be
Oh,
happy. I'm the optimistic
I
one
want to
in
be
this group.
what? No, I want to be a good juice box. I want to have a good time, good vibes on Thursday.
I don't believe so. But check out what kind of juice box we get on Thursday because we are going to be talking about Saturday night's main event. We're going to be talking about what happened on Collision, what happened on Raw tonight, what's going to happen on
Oh
Dynamite
yeah,
this Wednesday.
Raw's on.
So there's a lot to talk about, a lot to come up with, and again, I don't know if it's going to be a happy juice or a
The
sloppy juice.
landscape, yeah, the landscape. Apparently, Triple H says the landscape of WWE is changing tonight. I can't wait till Brock Lesnar comes back and F5's CM Punk to close Raw.
Oh my God, yeet or no yeet? Do you think Brock Lesnar's going to yeet?
No, he ain't eating. He's gonna yeet CM Punk into the fifth row.
All right, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen,
wrap this
join
up.
us
Good night, everybody.
Thursday, 7 p.m. You know the place. See you guys later.
Down, down.